Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm so excited to be talking about ECFE, and I could talk about it 4 days on end.
I joined ECFE with my son, Gavin, when he was 1.
My son is 5. He'll be 6 in June. I signed him up when he was 15 months.
My 9-year-old was 2 when we started this program. I've been part of the ECFE program for about 8 years now. I started with my oldest son.
I have been a part of ECFE for the last 8 years.
Woohoo! Celebrating ECFE 50 years.
ECFE is a program unique to Minnesota, and it's early childhood family education. And it's a place where families can come together. So parents bring their kids and they get to experience a classroom setting. And then the parents leave and go to parent education, and the kids continue to stay in the classroom with the teacher.
Kids get to learn skills when they're in class, and parents learn skills when they're in class.
They learn how to separate from their parents in a safe, loving environment, knowing that their parent is just across the hall.
It provides support, education, and community to families with young children, like birth to 5.
We had moved to the area and I didn't know anybody, and I had just had my second child. Coming with a 6-week-old baby, knowing no one else in the area, it was like a breath of fresh air to just be in a room with other moms with babies and to feel like I wasn't alone.
One of my best friends invited us to join a class, and I just signed up having no idea really what it was. And little did I know it would really change our life and our family.
I was a stay-at-home mom, and I was honestly just looking to get out of the house with him and do something fun. I had no idea what ECFE truly was. I was blown away by the program, and ECFE has really changed the trajectory of my parenting.
We enrolled here, and the rest is history. I mean, really, it's been the biggest blessing to our family. We didn't really know anyone, and I was just looking for community and a sense of belonging.
Parenting is immensely beautiful and immensely hard at times. And having the support, making the connections, and getting the parent education really did change our lives for the better. I couldn't love ECFE more.
I've learned so much. I've gained a whole community of friends and lifelong learners within the teachers.
I just found such welcoming and warm community here that I just every year, every session, just signed up for a class.
One of the things I love most about ECFE is the understanding that all people, all humans grow in relationship. And so we have this unique opportunity to work with children and their parents or guardians to help them really hone in on that relationship and what it means.
It's a great program because the family gets to grow together. They get to learn about parenting, make relationships that probably last a lifetime.
I really think like the community of parents and normalizing what's going on for them is really important.
I think a lot of people don't realize how isolating it can be to have small children and to really not know like what's normal or typical for kids. And so you get into a class and you share some concerning behavior with the class, and everybody in the class is shaking their head up and down going, yeah, that's what happens. That's happening in my house too.
Zella was a COVID baby. She was born like in the midst of a pandemic, and so the first year of her life, it was really just mom, dad, brother, and like immediate family in her life. And when we came back to ECFE, it really helped her build confidence in being in the care of other caregivers and build that confidence of separating from me in small doses.
Our kids get our time, our dedicated time every week to just them. And I think that that's huge. We show up and they can do a craft with us. They get to play with us. They get to play with friends, which is obviously great. And they have lifelong friends. My very best friends to this day are parents with kids that we met in ECFE and preschool, and my kids' friends are still friends that they met in ECFE and preschool. So that's a huge benefit, I think, to them, is that they developed friendships early on, and so did I.
It's just really fun to see her grow and make new friends. And I see that throughout the community.
But what's also amazing about them is that they spend this extra time, in particular, giving us parent education. And that is what, to me, is so invaluable.
One of the other critical components of ECFE and what makes us unique in the nation, there's no other program like ECFE, we both study pedagogy and andragogy. So pedagogy is about the study of students and children and how they learn. Andragogy is focusing on the facilitation of learning for adults. So we bring best practice with child development and that understanding, and then align it with adult learning theory. So we're essentially teaching adults about children.
A lot of what Parent Ed is like reminding parents that they already have the skills to do all of the things they need to do, and reminding them and helping them grow in confidence to feel like they are experts in their own child and experts in their own parenting, so that they know that they can handle whatever comes their way.
They start kind of getting more and more confident in their parenting and also in their kids, and they start to then want to contribute to like the broader community at large. We see so many of our families who were active and involved here in the FLC from ECFE go on to preschool, and then they go into the elementary schools. And they are parent leaders in the elementary schools and beyond.
It's so fun to see them grow from the beginning to the end of the year, where they're all really good friends, hugging each other, and it's because of the relationships that we're able to build again with families in our community.
The topics that deal with us as parents specifically, how we need to focus on our own self-care, and how learning about our own emotional regulation benefits our children. Those were the topics to me that I was like, yes.
I think that is what sets our program in particular apart.
This is like a second home for me.
We are a family, we're a team, and we're raising our families together, and it's been a beautiful thing that I cannot imagine not having. They've been a huge part of my life.
My favorite thing to see is a child that is really having a hard time separating. And generally it takes about 6 weeks and children get used to separating from their parents, but sometimes it takes a lot longer. And when we finally get that last child in the classroom saying goodbye to their mom and okay with her walking out the door without them, that's wonderful. It's so good.
It's just joyful to me to hear parents say like they're seeing the progress as well.
We've got a couple different ways that we can continue to support parents after their kids graduate. We have Lunch and Learn, and then I have been offering parent book clubs for the last, it might be like 10 years now. This year and last year, I focused on the middle school years. And so now we have parents who had kids in ECFE, those kids are now in middle school and high school, coming and learning more about those developmental ages and stages.
I am so fortunate that I get to work with 2- and 3-year-olds because they develop so much their language and their imagination starts to explode, and it's so fun. And there's nothing like, there's no filters in a 2- to 3-year-old, and then they just say what's ever on their mind. So I've had wonderful things like, when I grow up, Miss Mary, I'm gonna marry you, to, do you know you're old? Or you have a lot of wrinkles. And they're just precious. And so I'm gonna be honest, you cannot not smile and have your heart swell every single time they enter your classroom. It's just precious.
Other parents who may not have heard about it or are on the fence, I would just say come and give it a try. One class, you would be surprised at the connection, the warmth of the environment, the toys that they set out for the kids in the classroom are all intentional. Everything has a theme, it has a purpose. Your kids bond and find relation, and you as a parent bond and find relation. And I think that is so lost sometimes. In our parenting journey, we forget that our relationships with other adults is just as important as our kids' relationships with other children. And so just come give it a try. You might be surprised by what you find.
You won't regret it. You will love it. Even if it's just you come to have fun, you will learn, you will grow as an individual, you'll learn things about yourself, and you'll learn things about your children.
I would encourage them to come and experience the class, like offerings from babies all the way up to 3rd grade, and just get that sense of community that this place brings and learn how to improve your connection with your children.
I love it. ECFE is the best. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you to all the families and parents that make this the best program ever. I feel like Eastern Carver County Schools is one of the strongest ECFE programs that are out there.
And we love them. We love our families, we love each other.
Oh my gosh, it's the most meaningful work of my life. Makes me cry. I love it so much. So, woohoo! Celebrating ECFE 50 years. Thank you.
You want to hold the Pooh Bear or this one?
Pooh Bear.
Okay. I'll put Tigger up to that. But you gotta not bump this too much, because otherwise it will not work. Okay?
Even if it
gets tough. Can you tell me your name?
I'm so Sally.
Sally?
No.
Elsa?
No.
What is your name?
I'm Cora.
How old are you?
3.
3. Where do you go to school?
Here.
Here, ECFE.
Yeah.
Who's your teacher?
Miss Mary. Shooting.
Miss Susan.
Yeah.
What is your favorite thing to do at school?
Play toys. Pumpkins.
What color are the pumpkins?
Orange.
Okay. Do you have some friends that come to school with you?
Yeah, Cora.
Cora's your friend?
Yeah.
Who else comes to school with you at ECFE? Who brings you?
Mommy.
Does she come to school too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you play with Mommy at school?
Yeah.
What do you guys do together?
Play cars.
Cars.
Cards.
Cars. What's your favorite song?
Trolls.
Trolls. Can you sing the troll song?
X-I-K-K-L-M-N-O-P Q-R-S-T-U-V-W-X-Y-and-Z. Wow, I know my ABCs. Next I won't do sing with me.
That's amazing. Good job. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You want to be done? Okay.
Thanks, thank you so much.
You guys are naturals.
You should give her a big hug and say great job. That was awesome.